We are here for UFC Super Card. We are back. It is the Demon. I'm joined here with Bad Dog. You damn right. UFC Super Card. It don't get much better than this, child. Let's get this party going. We're in the T-Mobile Arena, folks. We got 4 title fights. We started off big and hot. Peter Yan going against Aljamain Sterling. This should be good, folks. Well, here comes Aljamain Sterling.
Gotta be some nerves here as he gets set to compete for the UFC Bantamweight title. No denying he deserves to be there.
He is the number 1 contender.
He's got the finishes, he's got the popularity, the fan support. Now he needs the championship performance. We'll see if he has what it takes to unseat the incumbent.
Aljamain Sterling, 2-time Division III All-American wrestler, debuted in the Octagon in 2014. He has exceptional takedowns. The man is as crisp as ice as they come. I'm expecting big things. Aljamain Sterling can very well walk out of here the UFC champion. I'll love to see it. But he's going to have a tough challenge indeed. And the champion, Peter Yan.
All right, so here he is, the consensus #1 bantamweight in the world. The UFC's reigning, defending, undisputed.
The Russian, Peter Yan, will look to retain his title here.
With some of this division's greats, all-time types. Gotta win this fight tonight, make good on another title defense, and then his name creeps into
a fighter of the
conversation.
night winner. He's won 10 of his last 12. Has only lost 2 fights in his career. He's got power in both hands. He knocked out Jose Aldo. The man is one of the best to do it.
Tale of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Yan is 27, Sterling is 31. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
And Bruce is going to get us going.
This is the main.
Well, it won't be the main event here, so we won't hear Bruce until the end here. So here we go. 5-round title fight. That's going to be the case for all these fights here tonight.
Are the best of all the mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon.
Good kick there from Aljamain.
So excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury!
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use this tonight.
All right, single collar tie now. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top. He gets to a spot, the tie clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly. Look at how he turns his hip.
Good job there by Peter Yan.
And that one certainly found the target.
Oh! Caught him!
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick he did.
Big head kick there, caught Peter Yan. It was very sneaky.
Oh, big punch lands.
Oh, he lands.
Bam! He's got to keep that guard up.
Missed with that right hand. Two minutes now to go in the opening round. Oh!
Bam! Caught him again with a head kick.
Oh!
Big uppercut there by Peter Yan. Takedown.
Nice job at least
No.
staying upright on that. Sterling circling to his right now.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Big kick right to the body.
All right, 60 seconds now to go in round one. Just misses with the right. "30 seconds to go." Right hook attempt. That's a miss.
Bam! Caught again!
Maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad.
And Aljamain Sterling with some big shots in that round chop. And this kick, bam! You can't walk into a kick like that. Aljamain is looking very good in there.
He was trying to go forward. He was trying to pressure. And when he was doing that, he was carrying his hands low. And his opponent was just wrapping that kick up and over the side of his guard. Credit to his opponent for finding this shot, but really bad on him for not really making the adjustment to stop him.
All right, DC's
Second
back.
round here.
Round two.
Aljamain is definitely finding some weaknesses in the game with using his footwork, moving, and then using his feet to kick his head off. And the USA chance here.
The storm shot blocked by Sterling. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length. Of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Just out of
Good,
range
good
with that
block.
attempt.
Duck the head kick there.
Blocks the shot. So we pull up the numbers.
Now Peter Yan looking good right now.
Well, the accuracy rate not great, below 40%. Now 38% on the connections against Aljamain Sterling. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two. Well, missed on that one. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner
right now.
Picked up the pace here in round two.
Aljamain using that jab.
And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight.
Good body kick. Head kick there.
Well, Sterling comfortable wherever the fight goes, but you're seeing a lot of the improvements he's made in his stand-up under Ray Longo, and at least early on in this one, more than content to strike. Big power shot there.
Beautiful kick.
Takedown.
The takedown there.
No.
How good is his takedown defense? Oh, landing a punch with the left hand now, so certainly putting it all together on the feet tonight.
He's doing a lot of work with his offhand. He's found his range. Now he's in a rhythm, landing those nice, beautiful punches.
1 minute to go in the round.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this?
And they separate.
Bam! Head kick connect.
Really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on your feet right now.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. 10 seconds. Right hand lands flush for Sterling. 10 minutes.
End of the round. Another great round for Aljamain.
So that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that.
Bam! Knee right to the face. Walking into the kick. He's trying to get him in that clinch, but Aljamain is catching holes in his guard.
Could be a factor now moving forward. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have an illustrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang.
Third round here.
All right, here we go with this.
And we're seeing the approved striking game of Aljamain.
Big kick lands.
He hasn't been able to get a takedown, and you would think.
Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Clipped him with the right hand there. Oh, head kick blocked, though, by Sterling. So as we call on the numbers, 54 total strikes, as you see there, have landed for Aljamain Sterling. And landing with 38% accuracy.
Right now, I don't know why Aljamain going away from the striking game. It's working great for him. He's trying to get the takedown. And not happening against Peter Yan.
Oh, a huge block there. Slips that left hand. Just over 3 minutes to go now. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. All right, so
got a takedown.
And finally, he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up.
Got him back up, Dom.
But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
How about that shin?
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Ooh, blocks the shot.
Block shot there. Oh, caught! Oh! And it's over! We got a new champion! Aljamain Sterling!
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. Well, he's going to enjoy watching.
Bam, big hook. He tries to get out, shakes to the wrong side. Big time knockout, and you did it, kid.
That hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Let's get to the official decision. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Aljamain Sterling.
All right, so there it is. Don't look now, folks. We have a new UFC bantamweight champion of the world, and this is going to be it.
Now, Aljamain Sterling gets the victory here. We will get ready for the next match. The Korean Zombie will defend.
And coming up next, it is a championship fight between the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung and Alexander Volkanovski.
Now, Alexander Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie. This is going to be a good one here, folks.
You ready?
That's nice. Skip the entrances? What happened here?
Coming up next, it's a featherweight title fight between the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung and Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Let me. I don't want to quit the current event. I guess we're not going to get introductions on this one right here.
All right, so
So here we go.
This fight, I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, misses with the jab. Big right hand.
Oh, beautiful level change.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Volkanovski's attempting a rear naked choke now.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
This isn't good for the Korean Zombie.
And this might just be a matter of time.
He is in there for a long time. Got out of there somehow.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Back to his feet. Volkanovski going for the takedown, but unable to land. Under a minute to go. Combination lands for him. He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John. He's doing a great job of putting everything together.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Oh, and he lands another
takedown.
Nice job not telling
He is out wrestling right now, Volkanov. Very rare you'll see that.
To the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's
the hip toss as he takes
another hip toss there.
Right into side control.
Big grappling from the Korean Zombie.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
There we go.
See if his opponent can make the requisite adjustments. He got taken down left and right there that previous round.
It's going to be very difficult because he never got a specific type of... Always something different, but it always led to his opponent getting great top position.
Oh, there it is again. He just continues to keep landing those takedowns, scoring a lot of points. His opponent has showed a pretty good get-up, but not sprawling, not stopping the shot.
He's got to sprawl earlier. He's got to defend a little bit earlier if he's going to stop this guy. This guy is so committed to his wrestling that he will continue to attack him over and over again.
Back to the feet now.
Punch over the top.
And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by the Korean Zombie. Oh, big elbow. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Volkanovski gets back up again. So 28 total strikes and counting have now landed for the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. And the connection rate pretty good, 44% accuracy tonight against Alexander Volkanovski. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
And they separate. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2.
Take him down, cut him. Take him down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, just out of range with that right hand.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Tell him that you want to take him to his bag and watch him defend and then beat you up with the fight stand.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Oh, man, the canvas is shaking as he slams him down. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Final seconds. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
Well, he certainly had his way with his opponent in that previous round, and with this guy, even when you know what's coming, sometimes it's still just hard to stop it.
Yes, because he's always changing it up. The first time, it may be a high crotch entry. The second time, you may get single. Third time, it may be double. Ultimately, it always leads to him in the top position, trying to find space for his ground and pound.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the zone.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Great punch.
Oh, big hook. That'll sting. Oh, straight right. Try to establish that jab. Volkanovski gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. Got a single collar tie. So 57 total strikes have now landed for Chan Sung Jung. And landing with 42% accuracy thus far against Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt there, DC. I'm no analyst, but that one was pretty telegraphed, not his best effort.
Yes, he may as well have sit.
Back with that offering, DC, he is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Oh, vicious kick to the outside of that lead leg. You got to start checking these, man.
You got to check these kicks, or you're going to be limping around the octagon very shortly.
Check yourself before.
Double leg. Now we're going. He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Watch triangle. Watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finish submission position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right next to his opponent. When it's time...
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
So he's bleeding now over that left eye. Hopefully it doesn't impair his vision too much. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
Right thus far, how's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. That one was supposed to end the fight.
Yep.
He's going to try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. And both guys really throwing with authority.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Block there. Big elbow there, lands.
That one was shown to end the fight.
Yep.
That was a thudding leg kick.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew from the moment this fight started he was going to go get a shot off. The beautiful takedown attempt landed.
Korean Zombie's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. Close guard.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's going to attack armbar here. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, nice job to get back up again. You don't want to hang out on the ground with this guy. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Shot a double leg.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. Both fighters get up now.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Right hook to the head, blocked. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting it over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Are you ready? You ready?
Here we go, fifth and final round. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Went for the inside leg kick. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. That strike blocked by Volkanovski. Oh, and now he lands the knee. I'm not sure his opponent. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh!
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Look at him chopping the wood.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to fix his double leg shot. Wow!
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Eddie.
Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with the punch there.
Accuracy at its best. Oh, big elbow.
Nice entry there as he gets another takedown, and I know his opponent has confidence in his ability to get back up, but I got an idea. How about don't get taken down in the first place?
How about defend yourself? Over and over, you're getting taken down. You're losing the fight. You got to change something. And for the offensive wrestler, just continue down the path. Right. Working. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Well, the Korean Zombie's going for a choke.
Oh!
He might get a finish here. Side control, upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the
Whoa! Over the top. This fight's going to be over here.
What a great way to think.
And just like that, the fight is over. Well, you've got to admire the approach there. Just eternally aggressive down the stretch, late in the fight, lands the huge shot cleanly and clearly hurt his opponent very badly. He wanted to make sure the judges stayed out of this fight. Mission accomplished. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian Levine called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander Volkanovski.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We have a new UFC featherweight champion. You didn't necessarily see this coming a mile away, but you thought maybe he could get it done, and man, did he ever tonight.
You knew that he was tough, but you knew how good our champion was going into the fight. But tonight, he believed, man. He believed that he had the skill to get the job done, and he did exactly that. Congratulations to the new UFC champion.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight between Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight between Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes. Well, she may go down as the greatest women's mixed martial artist in UFC history. Still a lot of work to be done on that front, but so far, so good for the Lioness two-division champion, Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes wasn't the lady that popped off the page when the UFC introduced those divisions, but through hard work and commitment, she has put herself amongst the brightest of stars in the sport, regardless of gender. Two-division champion, and has beaten some of the biggest names female mixed martial arts ever seen. Wins over Rousey, wins over Tate, wins over Cyborg, also beating Kat Zingano. What a resume of Amanda Nunes.
2 wins over Valentina Shevchenko. On it goes, and on goes the winning streak for Amanda Nunes. She will try to leave here tonight the way she enters as the UFC champion. Well, this belt has changed hands quite a bit, but not since it's been held down by this young woman, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world. She has really set the standard for excellence at 135 pounds. Tonight, though, facing a #1 contender that comes in with a lot of momentum. So if she can defend the belt yet again here tonight, it would really go a long way in stamping her legacy as one of the greatest bantamweight fighters and champions of all time. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Both fighters are 32. Nunes will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the...
You ready?
It is a women's super fight for sure, as Amanda Nunes and Chris Cyborg run it back here tonight. We'll see if Cyborg can make the requisite adjustments.
Cyborg has to understand now and know that she's in there with a woman that is going to go as her as she normally... Oh, my Lord! Big punch from the clinch.
Oh!
You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
Cyborg's uppercut to the head. That one, though, blocked by the defense. Oh, big left hook there. Whoa!
Can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
Oh! Man. Oh, she is good with that hook tonight.
Reverse striker. That big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight. This is such a crazy fight.
Oh, strong punch there by Nunes. So again, they will clinch here.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed.
Another beautiful takedown land.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound.
Oh, how good was that right hand. Beautiful connection by her there.
Right down the pipe, right on the chin. She lands a switch knee.
All right, nice job by her to sort of shell up defensively here and prevent any of these shots from getting through.
She is taking no damage because she's so on point defensively.
Oh, now she's got the... And there's the shot, and there's the land. Nice takedown there by Nunes. 90 seconds to go now. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Cyborg. All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success. And Nunes is looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. No doubt about it, that is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke.
So she is the new UFC Bantamweight Champion, joining an illustrious list of former champions in this division. Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey, and she's on that list now.
Right next to Amanda Nunes. I mean, you are now amongst the legends. Congratulations to the new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
Coming up next, it is a UFC welterweight championship showdown between Israel Adesanya and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Coming up next, it is a UFC welterweight championship showdown between the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, so here he is, the #1 welterweight contender, getting set to challenge for the UFC's 170-pound title. Took a long winning streak in many years for him to realize this opportunity. He is not taking it lightly. He has said all here during fight week he's appreciative of this opportunity, but he is confident he is going to maximize it and leave as not just a contender, but a UFC champion. The reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Masvidal is 4 years his senior. Adesanya is 5 inches taller. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 15 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the challenger, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. This one's okay.
Ready. Ready to fight.
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Adesanya. Oh, beautiful strike there by Israel Adesanya. He's got a lifetime in the game, not a lifetime in the UFC, but you see, this is a lifelong striker who is very dangerous with all limbs.
Yeah, and when you're standing with Izzy, you're in trouble, man. You're under constant attack the whole time because you never know what he's going to hit you with. And right there, he landed the strike that he was looking for. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Nice hook lands.
Oh, that was a big one there. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Just missed with the left there. Oh, nice jab by Adesanya. He blocks the punch.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up?
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Oh, that straight punch is going to be a real problem if they can't make the adjustment.
A real problem. He needs to move his head defensively if he's going to avoid getting hit so many times to the face. He just landed a nice left hook there, I feel. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. Oh, nice. Nice. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
A lot of different looks. He switches to southpaw now.
Good punch land.
There, his opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
That's a big strike right there.
Nice strike to the middle. So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick. And watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting.
Oh, that was a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
5 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya. And just 42% accuracy in terms of the land rate against Jorge Masvidal. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some real good ground and pound fighting. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab,
He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. I mean, he's cutting them down the side with these beautiful moves.
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back going. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. "30 seconds to go in round 2. Oh, effective strike there by Adesanya.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
10 seconds remain in round 2. Oh, that's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know if you've ever been kicked by a mule. It probably feels something like that.
It has to. This guy is landing this kick with so much force.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Ooh, found a home for that knee. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, straight right.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Back up. Oh, he landed that kick to the outside of the lead leg there, DC.
He is chopping up that leg. They say chop down the tree. You beat your opponent by slowing him down.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Many of these have landed with authority. 79 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. And if you care, just over 40% on the connection rate thus far, 41% accuracy tonight against Jorge Masvidal. Well, that body kick was there.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Gamebred gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Oh, he tasted that knockout life! He tasted the knockout life! Wow! What a fight!
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Well, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched it.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 48 seconds of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender.
best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champ.
He understands that he is the best fighter in the world at 170 pounds, and he proved that tonight.
The hood's still dangerous, goodness gracious, move like the Gracie brothers. You're paying me something, fed everybody, they don't say me nothing. Still back to the bone from fetus, them man moving misleading. Choco, check if he's breathing. No, Jeff, I don't think he's breathing. Gully bop, them weave, man leaning. Last man that tried, they're fleeking. Don't talk too much, no more speaking. Man pre-man and man still scheming. No threats to protect man cleaners. Creep them, beat it, catch man sleeping. So the beefing thing's not needed, but I had big man turn Jesus.